And we now know the name of the man shot and killed by a Shawano County deputy in the town of Green Valley. The sheriff's office identifying him as 38-year-old Jonathan Lupe. As we reported on March 10th, deputies were called to a disturbance at a home on the 2300 block of State Highway 22. Investigators say deputies found Lupe locked in a bathroom. He refused to come out, saying he had a gun, and after attempting less than lethal force, officers say Lupe moved toward deputies holding what they believed was a firearm. Deputy Cole Vandehei shot Lupe. He later died at the hospital. The State Department of Justice later determined the weapon was a pellet gun. Vandehei is on administrative leave while the Division of Criminal Investigation reviews the case and prepares its report for the Shawano County District Attorney.